Omniscient Reader 197. What happened last time? I'm asking. I don't remember. What happened last time? I remember. Well, I don't remember everything that happened. Maybe if I remember one thing, it might trigger the other thing. I remember that we talked about Doksha's abyssal black flame dragon and how Su Young was going to try to protect him, but abyssal black flame dragon told her that she needed to protect his black flame dragon. So that's where that was. What happened earlier in the chapter? They got sealed away. Yeah, he was going to pop electrification. Mom sealed him with the big mama bear. Right? Or was that 2 chapters ago? Right? They got sealed away. Doksha's mom sealed him away, said I love you, sealed him away with like the big mama bear Korean constellation. Dokubi school, yeah. Okay, and it was the Dokubi school. Okay, so yeah, that was the stage. It was that because the title card faded into Doksha and Su Young being sealed away. And then after they had that discussion, it shifted over to the Dokubi school, talking about how they manipulate and how it was like, we kind of feel hypocritical because we teach to manipulate stuff like that. And then it like hopped. Okay. I'm remembering. All right. I got it. It took a second, but I got it. All right. Here we go. Doksha. He used to be tiny when he was young. My king. Please don't call me that. I don't want everyone to start talking like a cartoon character. Like my son. Miss Lee. There was no reason for you to quarrel with him. Had you told him the real reason you wrote that book, he's at an age where he can handle the truth. He's no longer the little child you used to know. He'll always be just a kid to me, whether he turns 30 or 40. At first, I tried to muster up the courage and tell him the truth. But when I saw the look in his eyes, I felt that I may be troubling him by entering his life again, and so late too. Maybe the truth isn't what he really needs in the first place. Maybe I was the one who needed it, so that he wouldn't remember me as a terrible mother. I gave three. I have thoughts, but I'm gonna keep going. I gave 3 SS grade items and 20 years of my life as an offering to my supporting constellation. So, brother, she probably doesn't have long left. In return, I got a sneak peek at a certain fate that Olympus had kept hidden. Incarnation Dokshikin may live as long as he doesn't move on to the next scenario. Well, what can we do? This is just the way I handle things. He will come to understand. He will come to understand you someday. Anyway, have you gathered up all the troops? Yes, they're all here. Main scenario, 10th, 73rd Demon Lord, I'm guessing. Category main, difficulty, SS. Clear condition. You are eligible to participate in Dark Castle's final scenario. Choose the 4 rankers that you want to take to the 3rd floor of Dark Castle before you enter the final scenario. Time limit, 30 days. Reward, 100,000 coins. Penalty for failure, death. Your current ranking in Dark Castle is 2nd. I don't remember the rankings. I know we've been like drip fed what place everyone is in. She's 2nd. I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember anyone else's ranking. Wasn't Doksha 11th? Am I remembering that correctly? And then it got changed after that, right? I don't remember. And that wasn't too long ago that we got that information. I don't remember. Only your current ranking in Dark Castle is second. Only the incarnations ranked in the top 10 can partake in the final scenario with you. Reinhardt was second. Reinhardt's dead, so she moves to second. Okay. I'm waiting for the scene to change for me to pause and talk. I have 2 incarnations in the top 10 right now. I still need 2 more. There they come. Yeah, we could there definitely have 2 people in the top 10. Long time no see, Miss You. Oh, you're alive. I'm so relieved. But where's Doksha? We'll talk about that later. From left to right. Hyungsung Lee, Yoosung Shin, Hwan Jung, Xie Lee, and Gil-young Lee. Things would have been much easier if he only brought along the characters from the novel. She's like, I only recognize 2 people from this lineup. Maybe Little Yoosung, but Little Yoosung shouldn't be here right now. But I guess this is more like you. The King of the Wanderers. Jeonyak Yu. Why did you want to see us here? I've never heard that title before. Am I being dumb? You could just say I'm being dumb. I thought it was about time we wrapped up the scenario. Are you gathering the 4 Heavenly Kings as well? 4 Heavenly Kings is often used as an idiomatic expression to refer to a group of 4 people. You've heard it before? Okay. The 4 Heavenly Kings. You need 4 rankers in the top 10 to move on to the next scenario. I thought you knew that. Oh, that's right. It's this the thing. I think this is hilarious. We heard it a lot, brother. I don't remember a damn thing. I'm sorry. I have to reread Tower of God and I have to read Omniscient Reader. It's just a fact. I have to read them again. I have to because I don't be remembering trivial things. Like a deep cut something. It don't make no sense. All right. Are you gathering the 4 Heavenly Kings as well? The 4 Heavenly Kings? I think this is just a funny thing of, I remember what Doksha tells me, but I don't know the specifics, right? Jeonyak knows the specifics. He's lived this world. This is third go at it. So he knows these terms. Doksha would know these terms. She has secondhand knowledge. She doesn't know. She probably doesn't know what the 4 Heavenly Kings are. All she knows is I need to gather these people because this is what this boy's probably said. Something like that. So she knows like what the thing told her, what Doksha's told her, and anything that deviates outside of the information Doksha told her, she's just like, damn it. I got a big brain this. I got to do my best. The 4 Heavenly Kings, you need 4 rankers in the top 10 to move on to the next scenario. I thought you knew that. And she's just like, oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. I'm doing that too. I guess the 4 Heavenly Kings is what you call them. How corny. Brother, she gets under his skin just like he does. What a bitter old hag you are. Clueless kid. Bro, she plays the role. She plays the role and she plays it well. All right, I'm breaking. That says read again, chapter 33. I'm breaking and I'm going back up because, and I still, you see, I have to, I'm pumping the brakes, right? I'm pumping the brakes because I don't have that much information still. I've gotten a little bit from her perspective, right? From this perspective and from how she's speaking, she let me in a little bit. But I don't want to just jump off the cliff and be like, I knew it, because she could be lying, right? That's possible. She could be lying. So to look at this, and I feel like how I've been feeling the last couple of chapters about possible mindset she's been feeling is like spot on to what's being portrayed to me. Because she says it right here. She was like, I tried to tell him the truth. I don't even remember But you guys would be better at this than I am, because I don't remember when this was. Like, when was this, like, just a couple of minutes ago, or was this a while ago? I don't remember where this panel came from. But for her to be like, it's like for her to be like, I was gonna tell him the truth, but I looked at him and I kind of see what I did, right? She was like, I see what I did. I see what I messed up. 20 minutes is, I don't know. Hold on. I'm confused. I'm sorry. But it's like she looks at him, she sees the pain in his eyes, and then she hears the pain that the venom he's spitting out at her. And she's just like, dude, I messed up. Right? I messed up. Like, I came back, and she was like, I'm so late. I'm so late. I'm so late. And she's like, maybe the truth isn't what he needs. And she was like, maybe I was the one who needed the truth, right? Maybe I was the one that needed to be real. You could take this statement in so many different ways. You could take this as, maybe I wrote the book for me and not for him, right? I felt like I was picking up what was happening. I still can't jump off the cliff. I can't jump off the cliff, but what this feels like, what this genuinely feels like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. From this little information, from how she seemingly is feeling, it really, she feels like a way more extreme version of Doksha. I don't want to say extreme. I think like how Doksha thinks and how she thinks are the same. It's just we've only got to see her operate very finite. I don't want to say extreme version. This is like something where she is now in a situation and she just has to play it out now. She cannot have what she thought she could have. And now she realizes it. And now I'm sitting here, one of the scenarios I brought up was she killed her husband and went to jail for it, was deemed a murderer. Right? It was she was deemed a murderer. She wrote the book to give her side of the story. And didn't think about the ramifications of what her writing her story would have on him. That's what it genuinely feels like. It genuinely feels like she wrote this book, and I said it all the time, where from Doksha's point of view, he's like, you didn't have the right to write my story for the public. And it's like, yes, Doksha, it was your story, but at the same time, it was her story too. You both shared the same thing. So yes, it was important to you, but it was something that happened to her too. So she wrote it to get this off of her and to give her account. And I'm looking at this is what I'm assuming. She was like, I wanted to give him the truth of why I wrote the book and why all of this and why I did all of this. And looking at him, my mere presence brings him pain and I'm causing him trouble. And now she's just like, maybe I did do this for myself. It seems like she was like, I wrote this book so that when Doksha read this, he would get my point of view and understand why I did what I did. Right? That's what it feels like. She wrote this book so that he would read it, understand why she did what she did, and would understand her. But all he got from it was, outside of the book, everything else that came with it. And that's what he lived and dwelt with. And that was just something she just completely overlooked, right? It was just something she completely overlooked. And I blame her. It's like I blame her, but I understand her, because she is a mother and she has a son, and the thought of thinking of what your son would go through should go through your brain. But then again, she is a battered wife, an abused wife who watched her child be abused too. Like, she's not all the way okay either. So it's like, yes, did she act selfishly? Yes. Is that wrong when it came to Doksha? Yes. But do I understand why she did it? Yes. Right? It's like it's not black and white. It's not, I don't even want to say it's like damn near right and wrong. It's nuanced. Like, I understand why she did what she did. Like, I understand it. I get it. It, like, is it insensitive for her to not have thought of her child? Yes, because that's her child at the end of the day. But it's like, when it's easy, and it's easy because we spent the most time with Doksha. We've gotten this story from his point of view, very fleshed out from his point of view, and not fleshed out at all. So it's like, that's why you have to kind of take a step away from him and at least try to picture what life was for her too. So it's like, Doksha was a kid who experienced, like, he watched his mom get beat. He got beat. He experienced all the things that his dad did, and then seen his mom killed his dad, right? He got all of that. But then you look at it from her point of view. She was a wife to an abusive husband who pissed away all they had, beat her, beat their kid, and she felt like there was no other way to get out of this than to kill him. Is it like the trauma of watching your mom be beat and you be beat and abused is crazy, but you got to think, where does your mental have to be where the only out is killing him? Where do you have to go where the only out is killing him? We can't overlook that. That's not something we can overlook. Like, her only out she felt like she could do was kill him. You have to think of what she's going through to get there. So she's already not in an okay place. And then she goes to jail for murder on top of that, which is probably like, this man tortured us and did all these things, and you're going to put me in jail for like, you're going to deem me a murderer? She's probably like, I need to get my side of the story out there. So she writes the book hoping that Doksha would read this and understand, and people would be able to read this book and understand why I did what I did. But all they did was, like, the murderer wrote their point of view, and now Doksha has to live with it. It was like just a complete oversight. A complete oversight. 1000% oversight on her part. And it took her forever to realize it. And then now I'm thinking of, like, what her mental would be. And for the life of me, I don't know why she would have mentioned it. But imagine just how she's thinking whenever they're having their visits and they have nothing to talk about. But her thought process is, I wrote the book. I thought he would understand me if I just wrote that book, and I explained myself and I poured my everything into that book. Like, or whatever the reason is for her writing that book, I thought he would understand, and he's not talking to me. He's not doing any of these things. We don't have, like, not. So it's like, you have, from her point of view, like, she probably should just say more. But from her point of view, she's like, what's happening? Like, I can't believe what's going on. And then she just, like, the only thing she looked forward to is, like, he comes in, like, tells me this story, and I absorb everything he says. If he doesn't want to talk to me, at least he's talking to me about something. And then now she pops back up and she sees the anger and she sees the pain, and she's just like, oh man, I get it. And then she's just like, and then she's sitting here, she was like, I'm way too late. She might have been expecting too much out of a child, yeah, but she's not a sane adult either. That's the one point I feel like has to be stated. She's not mentally sane either. What's up, Lachi? What's up? Hey, everybody. But she's not mentally sane either. She's not okay. And it's like, I think we're viewing her as if she is okay. No, I'm halfway through. But I had to stop and talk about this. It's like we judge her as if she was very okay. And this was just like dad was sitting on the couch and I just stabbed him. It was like, nah, bro, she got, if everything is as we think, right? There still could be a curveball. There still could be a twist, right? But from the information we were presented, she went through a lot too. She went through a hell of a lot. And she got like I'm saying it again. Where do you have to be mentally where in your mind the only out is killing your husband? That's the only out. The only way you can think of getting all of this to stop is to kill him. You have to be in a certain place. And it's not anything normal. It's not anything normal. And then now we judge her off of all of these things we expect a normal adult to make after these decisions. And she could have just been mentally messed up just as much as he was. And it's just like, I feel that's a perspective you have to keep until there's a monkey wrench thrown and it's like, oh, she was malicious the whole time. Like if that monkey wrench gets thrown, then I don't even know what to think. But as it stands, chapter 197, with the information that I've been presented, bro, she went through a lot too. And like you said, she expected too much out of a child. 100%. And is it wrong? Yes. But am I blaming her for having that thought process with everything that's going on? I'm not maliciously blaming her. It's tough. It's a toughie. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. I understand and I get how she would do what she did. Doesn't necessarily mean I co-sign what she did. At least a conversation. Hell, Doksha said it himself. All he needed for her to say was, "You'll be okay." That's it. That's the only, he literally said, if she just would have told me everything would have been okay, I would have been fine. She literally could have said 7 words to the boy. And it's just like, it's like, damn, if you only had said that, we wouldn't even be like this. He would have been with you. But it was more along the lines of, I wrote this book for you to just, man, think of the implications of her, like if she wrote this book and had the memories and the thoughts in mind of how she taught him how to read and reread and wrote this book for him to read and reread, and he didn't do it. And she's just puzzled as to why this, I like, this was us. This is us. Like, I did it for you. I don't get it. But, and like, she's so in the ringer that the thought of just saying it to him didn't cross her mind. The thought of just say it. Right? Just say it to him. But she's just like, I wrote this book. I wrote it for him to read. I taught him how to read. I taught him how to do this. I thought that him, like, she's probably like, him of all people should get me. And he doesn't. And it's, again, she's expecting too much from a kid. Like, the whole thing of like her teaching him how to read and read between the lines, I think that's something massive that could have been on her mind when she's in that jail cell writing that book and writing her her memoir and her memories and her thought process. That legit could be something. What's up, Dusty? What's up, Nuang? Like, that legit could have been like a thought process on her. That possibly could just be how she thinks. Right? And it's just like, and he didn't get it, and she's probably stunned as to why. She probably couldn't understand. She probably couldn't understand why he didn't get it. And it's just like, it's right in her face. It's right in her face. Just like Doksha, where people changing and people doing things and how people act and how his mom is right in his face and he can't see it. What she should have done was in her face and she couldn't see it because of the whirlwind. Because of the whirlwind that was going around in her life, she couldn't see what she should have just did. I should just talk to him and tell him everything I wrote in this book. I should have just told him. Everything I wrote in this book, I should have just told him. Everything that I should have told him, I should have just said it. I should have just said it. But she's so in the whirlwind. Just like he was in the whirlwind of the world and the hatred, she's in the whirlwind too. And they both don't see what's in the face. He can't see what his mom's talking about with the book, and she can't see what she should say. She can't, and that's just, and it's how they are. That is a character flaw for the both of them. It's a character flaw for the both of them. But the thing is, it took her all this time, but she realized it. She realized she messed up. And now she realized she messed up, and she realized that, damn, I don't think there's anything I can do. Right? I don't think there's anything I could do to get through to him, to get across to him. But I love my boy. I love him dearly, and I don't want him to die. She gave up 3 SS grade items. I don't give a damn about them items. She sacked off her life. She sacked off 20 years of her life to get a reading of fate, a glimpse of a fate for her son. If she doesn't love him, that's an act of love if I ever seen one. I'm already older, and my boy, I did wrong, right? I did wrong. I messed up. My boy doesn't even want me involved with his life, but it doesn't take away that I love him. She sacked off 20 years of her life to get one sentence. And she's just like, I'll do anything in my power to not let this happen. Even if he hates me for it. I'll do whatever it takes to make sure that this doesn't happen. I don't care if he hates me forever. I don't want him to die. And I genuinely feel like, genuinely feel like this boy will never understand what his mom did until she's dead. That hurts. I feel that in my heart. I feel it in my heart. He won't get it until she's gone. And I don't want to see that pain or him dissociate so he doesn't have to deal with it. I don't want to see it. That's going to be heartbreak. I don't want to see that. I feel it in my bones that something along those lines is going to happen. I feel it. I do. I do. I feel it. Goodness. All right. We're only halfway through the chapter. I got to the title card and I had to come back up. I got to the title card and I came back up. I feel it. I feel it. I know something's going to happen. I do. All right. Here we go. Chapter 33, read again, episode 197. I'm only halfway. All right. So he achieved transcendence. I guess I should expect that much since he's the main character. I want to join forces with you. I want you to help me gather all the rankers here. The rankers? Your goal is to save this world, isn't it? If you want to clear the next scenario, you'll need to form a team of the most powerful incarnations that you can find. I can help you because my supporting constellation is Founder's Mother. Eyes got big, boy. Them eyes got big. Where's Doksha? What do you want with him? I heard you had him in captivity. I asked you why. Are you thinking of making him one of your 4 heavenly kings? I don't think I have to answer that. You're just as Doksha told me you'd be. He's like, the hell does that mean? What does that mean? I'm sorry, I haven't been looking at y'all. I hope so. Barry, I hope so. Right? I hope so. I hope so. Shock face. I heard you shared your achievement in paradise with Doksha. Why did you do that? Because I'd have a better chance at saving the world if he became stronger. Ah. Aha. So you wanted to use him. Doksha is someone this world needs. That stung her. He will become my companion and reach the end of all the scenarios. He's never talked like this. He's never talked like this. Companion? He's never talked like this. He's an impossible jerk. And look. Brother. Doksha changed him. Right? And she only knows of him from Doksha's point of view. And how do we know Doksha views him? As a jerk. So she only treats him like a jerk. So now that she's getting all of this information from him, she's like, what? What are you talking about? What do you mean, companion? He's an impossible jerk. And now she's flashing back. He only cares for himself and is willing to do anything to achieve his goal. But the plot can't progress without him. That's the kind of novel TWSA is. No way. I hope this story never ends. Release Doksha Kim. Then I'll spare your life. Brother, look at his face. Incarnation Doksha Kim will suffer death at the hands of the one he loves the most. And she... So that fate really meant she understands. I see. I'm sorry, but I can't let you see my son. It's a mother's job. She's seen it. She's seen him. She understood. I'm sorry, but I can't let you see my son. Yep. It's a mother's job to stop her son from hanging out with the wrong crowd. Because, and this is just a testament to how they both think. Right? This is a testament to how they both think. I think it's time I sent my son back to reality. Brother. I'm looking at this and I listen to these lines, right? Where she's like, where he's talking about him. He's an impossible jerk. He only cares for himself and is willing to do anything to achieve his goal, but the plot can't progress without him. That's the kind of novel TWSA is. So you have to, the way you have to think how she's thinking, you have to just apply the way Doksha thinks. You just have to apply the way Doksha thinks to her because they think the same way. So now, whenever she's listening to him and she's had next to no interactions with him, and the only information that she has about him is he's willing to do anything to get his way. There's nothing he can say. Nothing he can say that would not make her be like, hell no. This is definitely the person of the fate, and there's no way I'm letting him near him, because he's definitely going to be the reason why my son dies. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. One thou wow. One thou wow. One thou wow. One thou wow. His Jung-Yak's character development has been thrown in our face. He's developed and they threw it in our face. She still wasted one of his lives though. I'm not gonna blame her. Whatever. She wasted it. Oh well. Doksha already hates her enough. Oh well. Doksha was gonna find a way to get another method of reviving anyways. He just has to speed that process up now. He was gonna find another way to do it because he had a finite amount of them. So he just has to speed that process up a little bit. Let me look what you're saying. Not gonna lie, when I saw that, I straight up just saw 8. What? Doksha's face depicted so well. At this point, it has to be. I think it is him, 1,000%. Jung-Yak's development still gets me excited. Miss Lee, can Doksha come out to play? That's funny. That's funny. It looks like he's getting excited. Are you talking about Doksha's face? Where is it? Yeah, it kind of does. Remember back when Doksha said that he never wants a happy ending? Jumped. And now the statement of him, he didn't want TWSA to never end. Well, statements of him wants TWSA never end. Man is obsessed with you. It's the only thing he latched onto. Oh, I get it. I get it. Am I supposed to look at this as she is held this is crazy. This woman that has been depicted as a villain, right? She's been depicted as evil and disgusting and vile because we've only gotten her from Doksha's point of view. So now that we get to see her operate on her own, she starts revealing information that we never knew about the boy. Am I correct? Am my thought process right now that we only thought that Doksha wanted to get a different ending for TWSA, right? Not that he never wanted it to end. Right? Am I understanding that correct? It hit me like a ton of bricks. So now she's sitting here, and Jung-Yak is proclaiming from the mountaintops that he wants Doksha to become his companion to reach the end of the scenarios, meaning to reach the end of TWSA. And she's like, but he doesn't want that. He doesn't want that. Yeah, it's like he doesn't want that at all. So, brother, is Doksha gonna devolve into like being a villain, so to speak? Is he gonna devolve into like being a bad guy? Because how long can, let's take it literally, he doesn't want TWSA to end. So whether that be keeping the scenarios going on forever, whether that be finding a way to loop with Jung-Yak's regression, whatever the hell this means, whatever it means, right? Whatever the hell that means. I don't know. Was wanting TSA to go on forever only Doksha's mindset in the past? It could. See, that could be something too. Thank you for saying that. You're pulling me back to reality a little bit. That could have been something that, because of the just the time period of when he said that, TWSA literally was the only thing he had, and he had nothing else going, and he was like that was one of the lowest of his lows. Maybe that, I don't. My brain's scrambled right now. Right, my brain's scrambled. What if Doksha doesn't want to clear the last scenario? What if he wants the permanent scenario? Maybe, possibly. I don't know. Yeah, we know that it's not going to be the same as the novel. I seen something earlier. Where was it? We don't know how the novel ended originally yet. We don't know that. So the story will eventually completely separate from TWSA, potentially. What if the ending he wants is to somehow change how the star stream works? Possibly. Doksha could potentially divert his companions from the right path, just that TWSA continue on. Yes, Doksha already said that he has a specific ending that he wants to get to. It was when he saved Soo-young from the coin farm. I do remember that. But now I was under the back in chapter 1 he was fine with TWSA's ending. It was just lackluster ending that left him disappointed. Yeah, I remember when he was like, that's it, that's how it ends, because it probably was some generic happy ending. It probably was. Like, if we're being for real, it probably was some generic happy ending, maybe. And he's like, what the hell is that? It probably could have been some generic happy ending. We know that TWSA, how it was written, wasn't normal, but it probably could have been like a very generic happy ending, so to speak. But now that he's in the thick of it and he has this control, what if it's so nuanced, right? Because Doksha wanting a different ending for TWSA could not be nefarious, right? It could be some alternate version of a happy ending. It could be that. It could be he wants to keep the scenarios going. It could be he wants something completely different. Now, looking at this scenario, we have an individual who has information that we didn't know, and she has her own unique viewpoint of her son and this world and everything that's happening. And she could possibly be viewing Doksha and remembering him at his worst, and operating off of knowledge that she could be thinking is factual, but Doksha doesn't. He never felt like that, right? She has her own rose-tinted glasses, and it's making her, right? It's making her view it a certain way that could not, be what actually is happening, but it's just her own jaded version of what she's seeing as well. It could be that too. There's so many different, you could just pick a direction and be like, it's that. You go like this, it's that. It could be this. So now I'm just split. That's our epilogue of 2 essays at the end of the theater arc. There should be an Omniscient section in Discord for, there is. There's a whole thread for Omniscient Reader. Yeah, if it's under book club. So if you go in the Discord and you go under book club, it's under the discussion tab. You click book club, and then if you look at the threads, there's a thread for Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. If you guys ever wanted to know how I felt in real time, go in there, and you know how I felt from chapter 1 all the way up to chapter, I think, 99. If you didn't watch the book club videos, you can see me in real time. Like, how I was doing book club was I was reading it and typing in the Discord my feelings. Instead of recording my reactions, I was just in Discord typing it. So it's like, if something was hype, I was just jamming on the keys and pressing enter. And I would give my thoughts. So if you ever want to just like and you would, if you know the story well, you would just be able to look through. Matter of fact, we separated it. It would be, we would mark it and it'd be like discussions, chapters X to chapters X. It'd be a blab, and then the next one would be split chapters X to chapters X. So if you ever wanted to see my thoughts in real time, you could go back and do that. You have to scroll a while to the start. Let me look at it. Let me look at it really quick. Book club, threads, Omniscient Readers Viewpoint. There has to be a way to jump to the top of a thread, right? I don't use Discord enough to know. But yeah, there's a ton of stuff. 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 So yeah. You're from the first one. You say you liked art, yeah. There are pins to each episode. Yeah, there are. Can you repeat where it was again? So if you go in the tabs to the left, I think at the top it says information, then general, where you got main channel and all that stuff. Under discussions, it's like the third block. It's an ongoing spoilers book club. You click in book club and you go to threads. If you're on, I don't know how it is on mobile, but if you're on desktop, if you click the threads up at the top, Omniscient Reader should be the top one because it's the most active one. All the other ones are, at this point, 2 years old now. I haven't been in them in 2 years. Legit. May of 2022, July of 2022. Tower of God's the most recent one. But Omniscient Reader is like the most active of all of them, even though we're not really in there. But yeah, man. You're currently reading your thoughts on it about it right now. You can see how I was feeling. Like I would like to go back into like the first couple of chapters, and really see like how I was feeling in real time. Because you'll probably be like, this guy's an idiot, because I don't understand. Oh yeah, if they mess up the anime for this, brother, I'll lead the pack. If they mess it up. Hold on. I had an axe. I was gonna pull out an axe, but I couldn't get it. I would be leading the pack with an axe if they mess up the anime. 1000%. I'm messing it up. I'm leading. I'm going crazy. Can't do it. I just started laughing at this line. Guy with the white hair and nasty smile might be a problem. Oh man. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, this chapter messed with my brain. It's taken like the smallest morsel of perspective from her shook me all up. It was easier to think with hypotheticals, but actually having like her say stuff, I'm like, damn it. It's harder than I thought. It's harder than I thought to understand. Oh my goodness. So for real, I'm gonna have to sit on this one. I genuinely, I'm gonna have to sit on this one and really like think about it. Pulling out the Skybreaker, so you have Arturio's Excalibur, you have Emiya's swords, you have the Gay Bulk. Brother. So I had like Tower God collab that happened recently. I don't think people were caught up yet. Dude, I'm being honest to you guys. When I say I'm not on the internet like that, the only other person I know that makes content on Omniscient Reader is Haku. And Haku's 100 chapters behind. More than 100 chapters behind. So I don't know. I legit have never seen anything in my feed, nor have I searched for Omniscient Reader ever. Haku of the Tubes. I've never ever searched for Omniscient Reader. I have no idea who does what's his face. I have no idea. So I don't know anybody. You need an Omniscient Reader. It would be fun. It would be fun to do like a discussion like that for Omniscient Reader. Where can you find Haku? Let me throw his channel down in the what's his face in the chat. I'll do that. What's the easiest way to get to it? Here. Pause. Here. He's on. Matter of fact, he uploaded chapter 67 to 69 2 hours ago. So let him know if you go over there. Let him know I sent you. Let him know I sent you. But yeah, Haku's great. I would love to talk to him about Omniscient Reader because the dude is so freaking knowledgeable about Tower of God that it makes my head spin. It makes my head spin how knowledgeable he is with Tower of God. So I know he's got some info and perspective on Omniscient Reader that I don't got. Right? And I go big brain, as big of a brain I could go. And I know he's got some point of views that I just don't have. I just don't have. But when he's supposed to, he probably got too busy. He does, Joe does voice acting stuff, and he's like deep with the Tower of God stuff. He also like managing everything that he does. He has a lot on his plate, so I can see why he would have dropped off to it. Haku's already picking up on Doksha's morality, and the mom hasn't been revealed. I'm telling you, his brain, bro. He trust me. Like I would love. I would go do my reread first before I even think about it. And Haku's always like, every time I talk about it, like I think yesterday he left a comment under the Tower God videos like, if you want to do something, just let me know. And I'm like, I know, I just forget. He literally said that yesterday. So I gotta reach out, but I think I want to do my reread and at least catch up to where he is, roughly where he is, and then we can sit and talk about it. Where am I at? He's been reading it for 12 years. If he wasn't, it'd be weird. That's true. That is true. He's been reading it for so long, it'd be weird if he didn't. Chibi's a huge fan of Omniscient Reader. Chibi's been on the manhwa wave for years now. I think I remember the first time he posted a video about Tower of God. Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a long time. But I don't keep up with a lot of people, so I don't know like what their thoughts on stuff are. Omniscient Reader needs more attention. Hopefully Gigit's future video will reach a lot of people. How do you feel about watching Gigit's video on manhwa? I'll check it out. I don't know if I'm gonna do it right now, but I'll check it out eventually. I don't watch Gigit. I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. I don't even know if I'm saying his name right, but I'll definitely watch it. I think I might have seen whatever someone posted it somewhere. Right? In the Discord or somewhere, someone posted it somewhere. And I think I might have seen like a screen grab of him sitting there with the chat in the corner and something else. So yeah, so it's like but I didn't watch it though. Excuse me. I really, yeah, Haku probably gonna pick up on a lot that I. Does he have that Senku mentality? Who Ghost? I'm sorry. He's got a whole Omniscient Reader video cooking. He said it's his favorite manhwa he's read. That's good. It's pronounced Grant. It's pronounced Grant. Grant. It was a video saying that regression manhwa will replace isekai completely. Gotcha. That was me. Really? Oh, Haku. A little bit, yeah. Yeah. I'll say yeah. Oh, that was you? Okay, that was you that posted it. I was like, I know I seen something. Oh, the Grant thing's an inside joke. Okay, I got you. Suicide Hunter is absolute gas, as well as the storytelling is the best you've seen in a while. Really? Suicide Hunter? That's a crazy name. Let me write that down. Sticky note. But yeah, I feel like I'm 30, and I be feeling like when it comes to internet stuff, I be feeling like I'm 45, 50, because I don't be knowing anything, because I actively stay away. Suicide Hunter. Oh, triple S class. Oops, I messed up. Suicide Hunter. Brother, what's happening? Class? Why was that so difficult? It's pretty good, but you put it on pause. I'm not sure why. From the name and start, it feels like the most generic story ever. It feels like Omniscient Reader then, right? Now I'm about to read it. Where is that? Is it not on? Is it on Webtoon? With a name like that, I don't know. No. Is it on? I don't know where it is. I'm just guessing. I only know Tapas and Webtoon for places to read. Only two places I know of. Matter of fact, I still got coins on Tapas, right? I'm out. I haven't visited this website. I haven't visited this website since I read What's His Face? Beginning after the end. Matter of fact, it might be the only thing I'm following on this website. Log me in. Oscar is a legal site though? Okay. Brother. What's this? Gifts? One gift pass? Can I accept all? Sure was the last time I signed into this. I didn't know they did this. What's this? What does that say? 3 hours. Sorry, I just completely sidetracked. Side stories. What are these? Get off my screen. Jasmine Winborn, episode 10. Brother, I'm not going through this. But yeah, okay. Yeah, it's the only thing I followed, beginning after the end. All right. Enough. Enough sidetracking. It's not Webtoon. I don't think you can stream it from an illegal site, sadly. Yeah, that's the tough stuff. 100% illegal. There's no legal place for it. There's no legal place for it. What? That sucks. Man. That sucks. Goodness gracious. All right, I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna sit here. I'm as I edit this, I need to go back and ponder his mother's thought process and her viewpoints and how she's acting, because it's my brain's mind boggled on it. It's way deeper than I think I'm taking it for. It's like there's so many different there's so many different lenses that I have to start stacking onto her, because we've only gotten one viewpoint of her, and it was Doksha's viewpoint. But now it's like we got a little inkling. It's like, so now for her, I have to put the lens of an individual who was mentally messed up. I have to put the lens of someone that's blinded by what's in front of them. Another lens of someone who realizes they messed up. Then the lens of mother. Then the lens of protector. And then now the lens of viewing things how her twisted son viewed them. Right? So it's like she only is operating off of the information that Doksha gave her. So now her viewpoint of this world is through his jaded mindset. So it's like all the information and characters and all this stuff and how he felt, if he didn't directly tell her verbatim how it was from the series, it has his twang on it. And that's how she views this world now. So it's like, you got to stack all these lenses on her. It's too much to think about. It's too much to think about. But man. Tapas has it. All right. I'll follow it. So I'm gonna call it there. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. These are fun. I love these streams. This arc is amazing. This series is amazing. You guys rock. I don't know when's the next time I'm streaming, but never heard of Tapas. I only knew it existed because of the beginning after the end. I get it, because it's called Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, and we're getting his mom from his viewpoint, and it doesn't work because he's not actually omniscient. That's crazy. But thank you guys. I think I really do. Have a good rest of your week. Have a good weekend coming up, and hopefully, God willing, I see you guys right back here next Tuesday. Honestly, how I'm feeling, don't be surprised if I drop a little Doksha mom conversation that I have by myself. I just humor myself. Don't be surprised if that drops in the next couple of days or something. And it's not clipped from this stream. Don't be surprised. But hopefully, God willing, I see you guys next Tuesday for 198 of Omniscient Reader. So again, thank you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you. Peace out.